Welcome back to Caffeine Connoisseurs, and this week's episode, we are going to be reviewing Coca-Cola Energy. So to get this video started off, I'd like to thank the sponsor of this video, which is Dracoin, which is myself, for making this video possible. My bank account was kind enough to actually pay for this entire video, so if you want to keep these videos going, make sure to smash the like button below and subscribe. No, but seriously, at this point, it may seem like I'm sponsored by Coke, because this is the second week in a row that I have posted a Coke-related video, and I was actually going to post a different kind of video this week, but sadly, the coffee that I was going to review didn't get in time. And if you notice, I'm wearing the same shirt as last week because I'm actually batch recording videos, and at the moment it is 2:30 a.m. and I'm very tired. So yeah, I'm batch recording videos because I have vacation and I really need to get these videos done before I go on vacation. Then I have a business trip after that, and life is going to be very hectic, so I need to record as many videos as I possibly can right now. Anyway, I won't bore you guys with that stuff. Let's get into the drink. Now, the reason that I'm reviewing this drink right now is because it's actually going to be discontinued at the end of this year, at the end of 2021, and it just hit the shelves in January of 2020. But it's only going to be discontinued in the US. I'm pretty sure that it's still going to be available abroad in Europe and places like that. And I know that I said this in the last video, but why does Europe get all of the cool drinks? They get to keep these drinks that are being discontinued in the US. Is there just a bigger market for soda over there or something? Because I didn't think that there was. I thought that the US market would be the predominant market for soda, but apparently not. Apparently the Europeans are getting all of our crazy drinks and we're having them discontinued here in North America. I don't know what's going on with that, but seriously, if you guys know what's going on with that, please leave a comment down below. So, moving right along to caffeine content, this drink isn't like a competitor to Bang or Reign or any of those extremely caffeinated drinks. This is coming in at 114 milligrams per can, and it's more comparable to Monster or a traditional energy drink. Or maybe a Kickstart or Game Fuel, not to be confused with G Fuel because that's different than Game Fuel. If you haven't seen my Game Fuel review, make sure to go and check that out. I accidentally hit my microphone, but be sure to go check that out. So this caffeine content is about 1 cup in terms of coffee. If you normally drink coffee, then this amount of caffeine will be a comfortable amount for you. And this also contains B vitamins and guarana, which also contains caffeine, so you'll have a little bit of an extra boost for that. And I hope I said that word correctly. Guarana? I think that's how you pronounce it. It's late. I don't know how to pronounce words. And, of course, since this is basically just Coke, it, of course, has high fructose corn syrup. It's really sweet. It has sugar, and it actually has 39 grams of sugar, which is a lot, but it's not the same as a normal can of Coke, which has about 50 grams to 52 grams of sugar. I didn't check that before I started recording, but it is a lot more sugar, well, not a lot more, but it is more sugar than Monster, which it comes in at 27 grams of sugar. Now, as we have been doing for the past couple of weeks for all of these sodas that we've been reviewing, I want to do a color test, so I got my glass right here, and I will get an ASMR can opening for you guys. Then get the sideways pour going on here. And there we go. So, just as I expected, I don't do a color test before I start recording, but just as I expected, it's generic Coke color, dark brown, sort of. I mean, I don't know what else I would have expected from that, unless it was like clear or something weird like that. But no, it's just a normal Coke color. So I do want you guys to be aware, Coca-Cola Energy does come in multiple different flavors. I have the cherry variety because that is the first one I saw on Amazon, and I'm not able to review multiple different flavors because I honestly don't have the money to buy a bunch of different flavors of it. So if you want to change that, make sure to subscribe down below, and maybe in the future I will be able to make a video on multiple different flavors when I do a soda like this. But for now, we have the cherry kind, but there also is an original flavor, and there is a zero sugar version of both of the flavors, cherry and original. But besides that, I'm not aware of any more flavors. So I'm just going to say it, this honestly just reminds me of Cherry Coke, but it is slightly different. It's not just Cherry Coke, it has a little bit of that sort of energy drink flavor kick that they have. I don't know if that makes sense, but after drinking a lot of energy drinks like I have, you sort of start to notice this common flavor among all of them. I'm not exactly sure what it is, but it does have that sort of subtle energy drink flavor on top of it, but at the same time, it almost tastes like it's missing something, and I'm not exactly sure why. But overall, I would say that the base flavor of this is just generic Cherry Coke, and I'm assuming for the original kind, it would just taste like original Coke with a little bit of that energy drink flavor kick, if you know what I mean. So if you enjoy energy drinks and you enjoy Coke, I think that you would definitely enjoy this. Personally, my favorite is original Coke. That's probably one of my favorite sodas of all time, is just plain original Coke, but Cherry Coke is the next best thing, so that's why I got this. And I think that it would actually do a little bit better and taste a little bit better if it was literally just Cherry Coke with extra caffeine. I think that would be the way to go, or original Coke with extra caffeine, because I personally like the generic Coke flavor and Cherry Coke flavor and all of that a little bit better. So I think that it would probably appeal to more people if it was just basically Coke with extra caffeine. But then again, that does feel a little bit lazy on Coke's part, just re-releasing a product they've already had that's tried and true with extra caffeine. So I get where they're coming from with maybe changing the flavor and trying to appeal to energy drink lovers a little bit more than maybe the traditional soda does. And the energy drink flavor that is sort of on top of the base Coke flavor isn't that strong. So I could see someone that isn't a huge fan of energy drinks and maybe isn't a huge fan of coffee buying this. And when you put it into that category, it's more comparable to something like Kickstart, because Kickstart sort of has a little bit of an energy drink flavor, but it's not overpowering, and a lot of people who don't like energy drinks drink Kickstart. Because when you have like Monster or Red Bull or NOS or something like that, you have this very overpowering energy drink flavor that a lot of people just really don't like. So I think that this would be a good product for those type of people that don't exactly like that overpowering flavor of Monster or NOS or whatever you are drinking that is highly caffeinated and an energy drink. Now, if this wasn't being discontinued, I could almost see me keeping some of these in my fridge for a time that I want something with a little bit more caffeine and something that is flavored, because sometimes, you know, a Bang or a Reign is too much and I don't want to drink one of those. I might not want a cup of coffee, I might want something cold, and I don't really like iced coffee, so this would be something nice to have to reach for if it wasn't being discontinued. So I would definitely drink it again, so it's definitely not bad, and it is actually pretty good, and I wish that it wasn't being discontinued, because I think that with some slight modifications, this could be a really good energy drink for a lot of people. So with that all being said, I'm going to rate it a 7 out of 10. The flavor is definitely better than what we reviewed last week, Coke with coffee. It was a weird combination and it definitely isn't for me, but this is definitely a little bit better than that because it's basically just cherry Coke. And I think if it literally was just Coke with extra caffeine, I would probably push it. I don't think I would give it a 9 or a 10, but I would push it up to about an 8.5 because it also it has a lot of the sugar and it has just a lot of extra stuff that you don't really need, and it's really bad for you because of all the sugar, and you can get the same amount of caffeine just from a cup of coffee. But I understand the appeal because it's a soda, you can drink it cold, and it tastes like Coke, because a lot of people just don't like that bitter taste of coffee, which those people are crazy because I love it, which I sort of understand it because there was a time in my life where I didn't like coffee, so I totally understand people that don't like coffee, but just keep drinking it and eventually you'll come to like it. So if you found this video helpful, please tell YouTube you liked it down below to help me out, and subscribe for more caffeinated content. And if you don't mind me, I'm going to go pass out because I have to be awake in about 3 hours. So yeah, I will see you next week, guys. Peace.